While Pokemon's catchphrase is "gotta catch 'em all," I've realized that stealing is much more fun. In one of my favorite videos I've ever made, I took a trip to the Johto region and met two NPCs that lend the player character a Pokemon, with the expectation of receiving it back. This is Kenya the Spearow and Shucky the Shuckle, though I decided to defy Game Freak and keep these Pokemon for myself, sending them on a journey through Pokemon Transfer, Pokemon Bank, and eventually, Pokemon Home. And while I was able to smuggle Shucky into the Galar region, Kenya was stuck in Pokemon Home, due to the Pokedex cut. Now the update for Pokemon Home has finally been released that will allow Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl to connect. Will I be able to free Kenya from the Pokemon prison? Will these two lovers finally reunite? Join me as I seek to answer these questions and finally complete the Great Pokemon Home Heist. Well, first things first, Shucky is still in the Galar region, taking his time trotting around the Isle of Armor and eating curry 3 times a day. And now comes the fun part, where I download the update for Pokemon Home. And this takes a while, making for some absolutely riveting footage that I'm gonna have to go through. Definitely the reason I bought a capture card. But once that update finishes, I can drop off Shucky next to Kenya, close Pokemon Home, dig up my copy of Shining Pearl, open Pokemon Home again, and transfer them over. Also, I guess there was a shiny Totodile I caught in Pokemon Go, so he can come with us. Really, that was a pretty painless transfer, mostly because all of the pain already happened in the last video. But finally, Kenya and Shucky have made it to the Sinnoh region. Now I can walk around with Kenya. Ain't she a cute little ugly bird? Unfortunately, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl don't have a feature like Pokemon Camp, where I can bond with my new friends, though I can evolve Kenya into a Fearow, so that she can finally spread her wings, and Shucky can have his taller than him GF. Fearow looks really small in the overworld. I forgot how whack this game was. But with the power of video editing, I can have both Shucky and Kenya out together, reunited in the City of Love. I can even take them both out for a nice dinner and double battle at the fanciest restaurant in the region. And that's kind of it. Unfortunately, it feels like there isn't that much more to do now. Most of the work was figuring out which Pokemon, or technically gift Pokemon, but narratively loaned out. All of that legwork done in the last video. And then of course actually getting them into the modern games. This was just the closure that the whole heist needed, after Kenya was stuck in Pokemon Home. In all the hype for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I'm going to be sitting here hoping that Shuckle and Spearow get confirmed for returning Pokemon. That way I can take this even further and transfer Shucky and Kenya into the 9th generation. Hopefully we get some cool bonding feature in that game as well, but for now, I'm at least happy that these two are back together. Hey, wait a minute, you can transfer Pokemon into Legends Arceus? Like, send them back in time, taking them away from their families, while bringing modern diseases to the Pokemon of the time period? Well, that sounds even more devious than just stealing. So I booted up my virtual console copy of Pokemon Crystal that I still have a save file for. I realized I never did anything with that Togepi I was given, which also happens to be the first Pokemon that Volo uses in battle. It's even a gift Pokemon, so it fits the theme of doing something the NPC who gave it to me would never expect. Oh, you wanted me to take care of this baby? Oops, oh no, I dropped it into the time portal. Also, I found this Paris in my PC box for some reason, so I figure it's also deserving of some punishment. And once again, this process feels like it takes longer than it should. Paris and Togepi are sent from Crystal version into Pokemon Bank through Pokemon Transporter. All of this is on the 3DS. Then you need to have both your 3DS and your Switch to have Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Home open respectively. From here you need to create a transfer key on the Switch and enter it on the 3DS. It all goes through and then you're told to just wait while this happens on their end. Yep, the apps end their transfer process and you can even close them, but you're just told to wait and log in later?
Later.
It's later and that means I can start up Pokemon Home and send Paris and Togepi back in time. It's pretty funny that their description page states that they're from a nostalgic Johto region, because they came from the virtual console version of Crystal, even though technically they came from the future as far as timelines are concerned. But look at these two little schmucks, finally in the unforgiving world of Hisui. Anyway, I'm going to release this Paris and leave it to die out in the wilderness. I really hope bringing a violent mushroom Pokemon from the future and releasing it into a less developed ecosystem has no negative consequences.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Anyway, I take my new baby Togepi on a training journey to bond and gain a few levels. In no time at all, it's ready to evolve into a Togetic, and one shiny stone later, it's now a Togekiss. It's reached the final level of evolution it never could have back in Crystal version, finally achieving new possibilities. And that's it. Really, that's the end of the Pokemon Home shenanigans. I'll definitely be transferring some other Pokemon across the Sinnoh games, but I'm mostly waiting for the potential of Generation 9. I'm mostly glad that I was able to reunite Kenya and Shucky, but it still kind of feels like it wasn't the right time to call their journey complete with the game that it ended in. I'm just glad that things are moving along as far as Pokemon goes because I'm mostly ready to move on myself. I'm also ready to move on from being sick because this whole video and process, aside from just transferring all the Pokemon, was pretty difficult to record, because when I said words like Pokemon and home, you could really tell how terrible my sinuses are. But now, just like Togekiss, all of that is in the past. I wonder what the future of Pokemon will be like. You know, maybe I shouldn't be allowed to time travel. That's like the second apocalypse I've caused. But anyway, hey, this is GatorX, and I want to thank you all for watching and supporting, especially channel members like Justin R. If you want to become a channel member as well, you can get your name shouted out here at the end screen and get some access to some cool special emotes in the comments and live streams. This one is one of my favorites. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter as well, but this has been GatorX, and I'll catch you all later.
All new Dark Pokémon and over 100 new cards. Pokemon trading card game EX Team Rocket returns, back with a vengeance. Booster packs sold separately.
Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light!
Surrender now or prepare to fight all of us! Pika Pika!